Alright, my new handheld radio just arrived. It's a Baofeng UV-5RA 2 Plus. And I don't know if there's any videos of this on YouTube, so I'm going to film the unboxing here. Alright. Here we have the transceiver manual. And here we have the radio. Alright. Nice little radio here. I actually thought I ordered the one with the different grill on the front. I guess they just send whatever. Too bad. The one with the other grill looked better than this, but okay. I'll deal with it. Belt clip. Headset microphone here. It's actually got one that goes over the ear, and it's not just an earbud, so it's better than some of the others. I prefer that. I hate earbuds. I can't wear an earbud. Alright. I wanted the one with the extended capacity battery here. You can see it's longer. It doesn't just cover the back of the radio, it goes underneath. See? Like that. So, yeah. It's a lithium-ion 7.4 volt 3600 milliamp hour. So 3.6 amp hour. Should give me plenty of talk time. Programming interface. Very important because these Chinese radios are notoriously difficult to program. Charging base. I like drop-in chargers because I hate it when my radios get knocked off the desk, and if the charger just plugs in the side, that's bound to happen. So charging base is always good for a radio, at least when I'm around it. Wrist strap, AC wall wart for the charger, rubber ducky dummy load, which will be replaced in short order because these things are junk. And what I assume to be the programming software, or maybe just the drivers for the programming interface. I'm not sure. I'll find out when I use it. And that's it. Alright, I'll assemble the radio and show you what it looks like here when it's assembled. Alright, here we have it. The Baofeng UV-5RA Plus. So I thought it was the RA2 Plus, apparently not. And see, it's got the extended capacity battery, but it can take the standard one if you want it to be a little bit shorter. Dummy load is installed. It's got a metal spring clip, so hopefully it should last a good long while. The only thing I didn't like about the assembly here is this battery. It doesn't stay in very well. Let me see if I can show you this here. It's got a clip that goes in there. It's supposed to hold in place, but it really doesn't. You see, I can dislodge it with my thumb. So, I don't know. It'll stay in place, so I'm not worried about it falling out. I just don't like that. It should be a little more secure than that. Guess I'll go ahead and see if it'll turn on. I don't know. I might need to give the battery a charge first, but let's see if it comes on.
Frequency mode.
Yep. Can't really see the display. Sorry about that. Ooh, I'll put an FM radio mode. Let's listen to some music here. You can direct punch in. You can direct punch in frequencies. This is FM radio mode. Don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But it's a nice little radio here. It's a good size. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel like it's a little, like a toy or something. But it also doesn't feel like a brick either. So it's just the right size, and I think I have a Motorola holster, and this thing should fit like a glove, which is good because I love using a holster because it's just more secure. My first HT, I dropped it all over the friggin' place because I didn't have a holster for it. I just carried it, clipped to my pocket, and it's a miracle that thing lasted. So this thing should fit in my holster just fine without a problem. And let's see, there's the charging ports right there. And I don't know if I don't know how to operate the radio yet, so maybe I'll do add that onto the video at some point here. So that's a flashlight. I don't know if it's really any good or not, but it's a nice little radio, good style, good size, and I'm happy with it. I like it. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll add on more to this here later. Maybe I won't. KI4RDG clear. Hey, just wanted to add something on here. I found the button for the flashlight, and that sucker is bright. I mean, yeah, let me turn the lights off here, and in darkness, that thing would give you a nice amount of light right there. I mean, it ain't that great in a room if the lights are on, but in the dark, yeah, you could light your path with this light. And it's also a beacon, like that, in case you get trouble. In case you get in trouble or something, so, yeah. That's actually kind of a cool feature there. Alright, just wanted to add that a little bit. Hey there, I figured I'd do a little update here, since I'm right now editing the video I took when I first got this. I've had it for a little while now, and I really don't have any complaints other than the audio. The transmit audio is a little bit muffled. I tried to see if there was a way I could turn up the modulation on it, and unfortunately there isn't on this radio. Wish there was, but it's not too bad. Just have to remember to talk kind of close to the radio. The receive audio is excellent. The reception leaves something to be desired. Might be because of this thing. Probably need to replace this antenna. It does seem to be a little susceptible to interference. When I'm walking around the house with this, I will get static breaking the squelch frequently, and I've got the squelch all the way up maximum. So I don't know if it's just I have a lot of electrical interference here at the house, or if this radio is just more susceptible to the interference than most. But be aware of that, and use the receive PL, and you can get rid of most of that. Just program in the repeaters. If you're on a repeater, program in the PL tone on the receive side, so any interference won't break the squelch. That's how I dealt with that. Doesn't help too much on frequencies where you can't use a receive PL, like simplex frequencies, but for the repeaters, that method works fine. Right now I'm going to do a demonstration of the programming interface and the programming software that came with it. And I'll go through an issue that I had with it and tell you the solution. Let me hook up this programming interface real quick. Okay, now I got the programming interface hooked up here. And it's a USB programming interface, connects to the USB on the computer right there. And first thing you gotta do is turn the radio on. Yeah, I got some police frequencies programmed in, receive only, of course, and that's what you're seeing right there. I'll go ahead and start up the programming interface, or the programming software. Right here it is. UV-5RA VHF is what it's called. Now, I had an issue with this software. It worked the first time I programmed the radio, but then when I tried to reprogram it, it gave me issues. So we'll see if it will read the radio. Probably can't see it, but I'm selecting read from radio from this menu here. Click read. And we'll see if it'll, nope. Fail connect with transceiver. And I have not been able to get this program to work since the first time I programmed the radio. So I don't know what to do about that. But fortunately, there's an alternative, and it's called Chirp. I don't know, weird name for a programming software, but whatever. Go ahead and start up Chirp here. And if you're familiar with these Chinese radios, you may have heard of it. Let's go ahead and select download from radio, right up here. Download from radio. COM port 9, Baofeng UV-5RA. Okay. And now it says cloning. Which it's not really clone. I don't know what it's called. Cloning should be downloading or something. I don't know, whatever. But here it's downloading the information from my radio. And now you see there's all my frequencies and stuff. Now, it took me a while to get the USB interface to work. And the reason was, and you may have heard about this, but that USB interface has a counterfeit prolific chip in it. And I guess all these Chinese interfaces are being shipped with the counterfeit chips, not authentic ones. Now they work fine if you don't use the current drivers, okay? When you plug this into Windows, it will automatically download the most up-to-date driver for this, and that's where your problem starts. Because Prolific did something to their drivers that makes them not work with the counterfeit chips. And if you don't use a driver that's version 3.200 or older, you're going to have problems. Because all the versions after 3.200 had the modification to prohibit, to keep them from working with the counterfeit chips. So if you get the USB interface for one of these UV-5Rs, you're going to have to use an older version of the driver software, not the programming software, the driver for the interface. Use an older version of it, or it will most likely not work because the chip in it is counterfeit. Nothing you can do about that, it's the Chinese, so deal with it. Anywho, more information about that can be found in the UV-5RA Yahoo group for owners of the UV-5RA. Now, I don't know if this thing probably won't focus in on this here, unfortunately. I wish I had a better camera, but I got all my frequencies here, everything, tones and all that, and I can edit all this whenever I want. And I've got alpha tags or names for each of the channels. I can edit those up to 6 characters. And this software works really well. Chirp is a great little program. I haven't figured out how to edit things like the radio's menu, start menu, and stuff like that. I don't know if you can do that with Chirp or not. I've got my radio set up to where it displays my call sign when you turn it on. Here, I'll show you that real quick, if it will show up. Right there, you saw it real quick. I'll do it again for you. Yeah. Welcome KI4RDG. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that with Chirp or not. It might just be with the Baofeng software you can do that, but if you can, I like being able to do that, you know, customize my radio like that. But this Chirp software is great for standard programming, all your channels and stuff like that, and you know, it just makes the whole programming the radio real easy. And of course, you can save the file when you're done. So if for some reason this programming on your radio gets screwed up, you just plug it in and reprogram it with a few clicks. You don't have to go through channel by channel again. So I really like this software. And that's about all I have to say on the programming of the UV-5RA Plus. You can see right there, UV-5RA Plus. Maybe I'll do a video of operating with it here in a little bit. I don't know, I might not. You'll find out here in a sec, either way. Hey there, YouTube. I decided to go ahead and do a video of me actually using the radio, and so you can get an idea of what the receive audio sounds like in an actual conversation, and what the reception's like. So I got my club repeater programmed in, ARTS, Amateur Radio Transmitting Society, and I'll see if I can get someone on our repeater here. KI4RDG listening. This is KI4RDG. Is anyone else on the repeater today? I'm not sure if I'm keying it or not. Let me turn down the squelch. Alright, let's try this. I don't know if I'm keying the repeater or not. This is KI4RDG. Anyone else on the repeater today?
Chris, what's going on?
Hey, is this Don?
Roger, WS40.
Oh, hey Don, just testing out my HT here. I haven't done a lot of talking on it lately. Just wanted to see if I could make a contact on the repeater here.
Yeah, Chris, you're making it fine. It's not real loud in volume or anything, but there's no visible static or anything like that.
Yeah, I wish I could turn up the modulation on this a little bit, but unfortunately there's really no way to do that on this radio. I did some research on it, and there is a modification for low transmit audio, but it requires soldering some new components in. I'm not about to try that, so I'll just settle for it the way it is.
You're fine. It's perfectly readable, perfectly understandable. It's just not real loud.
Alrighty, well that's good to know. It's got good receive too, real clear audio on this end. I wasn't sure if I was keying the repeater or not because I wasn't hearing a squelch tail.
The repeater has a really short tail right now. One of the best ways is do the, whatever everybody does, key up your radio and hit star, I think, to get the Echo Link advertisement.
I've done that before and been able to bring it up, but still been told I'm real staticky into the repeater, so it's, for me, it's not always a sure way to tell if I'm really getting into it or not. because where I live here, the repeater reception with a HT is real hit and miss. If you have a good antenna on the HT, that's different, but I'm just using the stock one right now.
Yeah, stock antennas are always a problem to me. Hey, you can always go to the website and listen to the radio reference feed as well. That's still up and running, so you can kind of hear yourself that way.
Oh yeah, it's on a bit of a delay, so I could do that. I didn't think of that, thanks.
Done it before.
Roger that. Did you hear anything back from the Derby breakfast people about the breakfast yet?
No, I have not heard from them. I was just thinking about that. I was walking out of work just a little while ago thinking, they didn't call me today, so it is on my to-do list to call them tomorrow.
Roger that. Yeah, I went to their website, and the breakfast is definitely on for this year, so I wish we would have gotten to this a little bit sooner, but I think we could still pull it together in time.
Yeah, I assume that if nothing else, we'll have all the usual people involved, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss out on my free breakfast.
Yep, there is that. I'll make an announcement, really try to make an announcement tonight on the net, just to give people a little bit of a heads up. If they're interested in helping out, I can maybe tell them to start sending some names our way. Just take some sign up, and then I'll tell everybody, I'll just send out a notice to everybody if I hear anything from them tomorrow.
Alright, Don. Well, I'm going to jump off here now and talk to my brother for a while. You have a good afternoon there, and I'll catch you tonight on the net. WS4E KI4RDG.
Hey, Chris. Talk to you later. WS4E.
Alright, well, I just had a conversation there with Don, who's the president of our club. I'm the vice president. And, I mean, you heard what he said about it. You know, the audio's a little bit low on this, which might be remedied by widening the microphone hole on there, but I'm not willing to try that right now. I don't want to risk damaging the radio because I don't have the tools to take this thing apart. It's got these little hex bolts on here, and you require like an Allen wrench or a teeny tiny little hex driver or something like that to get them off. So I'm not going to try to disassemble the radio, or I'm not going to try to do any modifications to the radio while it's assembled, because I don't want to risk hitting the mic element there. So, that's about all I have to say about this radio here. It's a nice little radio, a lot of features. Programming software works nice. Programming interface works if you use the right driver. And I hope you all give it a try. It's a nice little radio. I'll see you later. KI4RDG clear.